Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are pleased to be joined by Sam Hunt, the owner of Sam Hunt Racing. How's it going, man?
It's going good, man. It's good to hear from you. Good to be back on here.
Yeah. So, of course, how's the season been going so far? I know you've had a lot of different drivers in the car this year. What's that been like?
It's been great. It's been more than I could have ever asked for. It's certainly a challenge having kind of a endless rotating cast of drivers, coming in, but at the same time, I'm getting to work with a lot of, different guys with different experience levels and backgrounds and personalities. So it's a challenge on one hand, but at the same time, it's been really cool getting to, work with so many different guys, and they're all great and they're all good people. So it's been a lot of fun at the same time.
Yeah. So I know that, Colin's going to be in the car for quite a bit. He was in there last week. He'll be in there this week. What's the plan kind of going forward with him? I know.
He'll be in the car this weekend at Daytona. So I know he's really looking forward to that. We had a really good car at Talladega earlier this year, which was his last race before Michigan, and rain cut it a little short. So I know we feel like we have a little bit of unfinished business on the plate side. He's actually going to run Darlington the week after Daytona, which is a track he's been to before last year. So having him in for 3 weeks in a row is really cool. And I think the last time we had the same driver for more than 2 consecutive weeks was earlier in the year when Santino did 4 or 5 in a row. So it'll be great to be able to build a small notebook with Colin and kind of let him get back in the car. And as we all know, he's the original driver for Sam Hunt Racing back in the K&N East days. So it's a little sentimental when he races, and him and his family are very important to me and have believed in me for a long time. So excited about it. We've got another driver or two that are unannounced yet, coming towards the tail of this year that we're really excited about, and we'll have I think one of them announced here in the next couple days. So excited about that. Got a really cool partner this week at Daytona that we're gonna unveil on Thursday, I think. So a lot of really exciting things are happening, and obviously we're growing faster than we might know how to. So just trying to grow and take the right steps and start working towards 2022.
Yep. Yeah. I know that you got some guys in there. Of course, Will's been in the car. Will we see Will Rogers back, and also will we see Santino Ferrucci back?
I sure hope so. It's looking like we will see Will again. Will's been great to work with. Very, calculated, educated, talented kid that I've known for years and have always kind of wanted to work with in some fashion. And with Good RX stepping up this year, it's allowed us to work together, which has been really fun. Last 2 weeks ago at Indy, I felt we had a top 5 run cut short by a fire on pit road, which was a huge bummer, but I think it was also a good testament to Will and our stuff to what it's capable of. So Will's working really hard to be back in the seat. If I was a betting man, I'd say we'll see him again at some point this year. And same with Santino. Santino's a big part of this program, and we hope he'll continue to be a part of this program. It's just the endless grind of finding sponsors and supporters that are willing to step up, because Santino and Will, it's they're having to find all their own sponsors. They're having to do it the hard way and scrap together what they can and form relationships. So they're both working really hard. I talk to them every day, and hopefully we'll have some good news for you regarding them real soon.
Chris Wright running at the Charlotte Roval.
Yeah. Chris will be back at the Charlotte Roval, which we're really excited about. He's been a blast to work with all year. He took us for a little bit of a jump at Indy, and got higher off the ground than I've ever seen a
Yeah.
3,500-pound stock car go. But putting that behind us, and he's focusing on the Roval and his truck stuff, and really excited about Richmond. A couple weeks out, John Hunter Nemechek is coming back to make his next start with us, and obviously that's a big opportunity. And he's a good friend of mine, so always enjoy getting to work with close friends.
Of course. So when is, of course, the next, when as you plan for 2022, are we going to see?
Yeah.
Are we going to see a multitude of guys? Are you going to expand to 2 cars for some of the races, or what is the plan for Sam Hunt Racing in 2022?
I think the real answer, and it's probably not the answer you want, is just to continue growing.
Okay.
I think expansion is definitely on the table. We ran the 24 at Indy just as kind of a trial run to see how it works out with the second team. And obviously, outside of the fire at the end of the race, it was a very successful weekend for as far as the process and the event goes. So I think expansion is definitely on the table. Adding another team is realistic for next year, and whether that's 2 full-time drivers or 1 full-time guy in another car that rotates cast, we'll just kind of have to see how the next couple months play out. But we're definitely busting at the seams here, and having to consider expanding quite a bit. So it's a good stress, but just trying to figure out how to navigate it correctly.
I kind of got the answer I kind of wanted, so there you go. And then going into this year, Daytona, anything can happen. And of course, we saw Colin, running well. Of course, he's up in Traverse City having fun right now.
Yeah.
Of course, a big weekend. That was, of course, he's not from Michigan, but I know he has a lot of family there, so it was a big weekend for him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it was.
Well, what's that going to be like this weekend heading into Daytona?
Man, I've learned that speedway racing is such a kind of crapshoot, as you guys all know. It's exciting in the sense of, anything can happen, and if you position yourself right and play the race the right way and stay out of trouble, you can end up winning the race, which that opportunity isn't as apparent at most other places. But at the same time, you can be upside down, sliding down the back straightaway a couple laps in. So I think, Colin's had experience plate racing now, and Chris Lambert, our spotter, who's Denny's spotter on the Cup side, is as good as they come when it comes to spotting on the plate track. So I think, a lot of it is just using his experience and wisdom up top and trying to stay out of trouble.
All right. Well, Sam Hunt, thanks for spending a few minutes with us. Good luck this weekend at Daytona.
Thank you.